Welcome to Anna's Crafty More. I'm Anna. Today I'd like to welcome you to my channel if you're new here, and for my returning subscribers I thank you for being very patient with me. I haven't been on for a little while, but today I'd like to show you some WIPs, so work in progress that I have, and some finished objects which I think you might be able to see. There's a couple around me. So there's a few crocheted items, and well, one item's crocheted, the rest are all knit. So we'll get started then. So first of all, I'd like to present you this beautiful jellyfish that I made on the request from my daughter-in-law. I haven't sent it to her yet. It was her birthday last month. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. She turned 30. And due to COVID here in Australia, we were still under a very strict lockdown because of the Delta variant. And she was going to have a nice 30th birthday party with all the family invited and everyone. But unfortunately that had to be cancelled and postponed till further notice. But anyway, I made her this beautiful jellyfish, and it's all using a very thick style, I think it's called a chenille type blanket yarn, and there's all the tentacles at the bottom. I think that's what they're called, tentacles. And yeah, and I even put a little flower on there and put some little face on there with these buttons. And I stuffed it with the fibre fill, I think you call that. But it's very cute. It's very big. It's bigger than my head. So you can see here it's quite big. And I used a purple. This one here was a purple, pink, white mix. So I've got a lamp in the bedroom today because it's a bit overcast and the lighting's not that fantastic. Also, I'm in a new location. I'm in the spare bedroom. You can see here these are bunk beds. So I sort of dressed it up a little bit so it looks a bit more nice. Anyway, so that's the one finished object that I have, which was all crocheted, and it has all the tentacles joined underneath. Oh, you can see her underside, and she's absolutely cute, gorgeous. So soft. So I don't know what she's going to call her, but eventually she will get it, hopefully by Christmas. But hopefully once we're allowed to travel, because at the moment we're stay-at-home orders. So once we're allowed to travel back up to Sydney, then she'll be getting her jellyfish. She's gorgeous. I love it. So next I have, I'll just reach up and I'll get them. Okay. So next I made... I followed a pattern by Yarn Inspirations, and it's a free pattern, and it's for this knitted doll. It's a Topsy Turvy doll. Now, I'm not that good at embroidery for the faces, so you'll have a bit of a giggle at the one underneath. So when you turn the doll upside down, pull its skirt down, surprise, there's another doll underneath. So yeah, so the the embroidery is a little bit scary, but that's okay. It's very cute. It's all knitted. And I thought I'd make this to a Frozen theme, like the Disney, I think it's Disney Frozen, where it's Anna and Elsa. So this is Elsa. And she's got a nice frill on her neck. So that's Elsa. And when you turn it over, there's Anna. And it's very cute. I think it's very cute. And my daughter, she really loves it. She thought it would be perfect for our little granddaughter, or her daughter, my granddaughter, who is 5 now, little Eleanor. And yeah, so she'll like the Frozen themed Topsy Turvy doll. And again, it's a free pattern on Yarn Inspirations. Yeah, so you'll be able to get it there in case you're interested in making something like this. Now the next one I made, it's a little rabbit, a little knitted rabbit. And this one here, again, it's a free pattern online from Patons patonsyarn.com, and it's Zoe Bunny. So that's Zoe Bunny. It's the little legs. And I'll show you something, but she doesn't mind. She said it's okay. She has a little tail. Cute. She has a little tail. Now, Zoe Bunny, I'll show you the picture that it came with. See if you can see that. Now, Zoe Bunny, as you can see, her ears stand on end. So her ears were meant to be up like that. Whoops. Up like that. But I really like the flop ear bunnies, so I made her ears down, sitting down. And the pants, I just sort of winged it for her little pants. The pattern gives you instructions to make a little dress, which I will make her a dress as well, but I wanted to make her a little top and try my hand at a raglan style jumper, sweater top, but I did it short sleeves. And I I don't know what's this called. It's where you hand stitch on top. You're following the knit stitches, but you hand stitch on top. And I did like a little heart, and at the back it's got an opening with the button. And yeah, the little shorts, it's got a little ribbing on the top, a ribbing on the cuff. That's her little belly. And it's so cute. Again, the embroidery part I'm not that fantastic at, but it's cute. I think it came out nice. So that'll go to either one of my nieces, because she's got a fascination with rabbits. And yeah, so that's what I made there. Now this one here, like I said, it's a free pattern, Zoe Bunny. It's a free pattern from Patons Yarns, and that's available online. Next I have is I made Tabitha Cat. Sorry, it's a bit, I should take it out of the wrapper. Tabitha Cat, and it's a Debi Birkin design. Okay, so that's what Tabitha Cat is meant to look like. Okay, so I made Tabitha Cat. However, as always, it didn't come out exactly the same as the picture, but I did sort of tweak it a little bit as well. This is Tabitha Cat. And she came out gorgeous. I don't know if you can see, it's sort of blowing up the colour. Now, I made her, as you can see, all in one colour. On the pattern, you make the, it's supposed to resemble pyjamas. So on the pattern, the pyjama pants are actually, as you knit the leg, you knit the different colours to form the pyjama pants, and it's not removable. And then you knit the little top, which is like a pyjama top. But I wanted her to have a little dress, and I wanted her to be all one colour, so that way my granddaughter can put whatever on her, can dress her up with whatever. And she's got a little tail. It's so cute, little tail. And her little ears. And her face is sort of looking okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. And the little dress that I made her was what was the pattern name here? For the little dress, Mary Jane's Tea Room. So Mary Jane's Tea Room is the dress that she's wearing, but slightly tweaked. So that's the pattern there. And you can see the second one along is the one that I chose, where it's got the stripy top section. And I pretty much followed the patterns everywhere. I followed it as it was in written, except for this bottom section. The bottom section, as always, I tweaked it a little bit and just added a few little spots of colour, and added a little button on the top because it's got an opening here so it can come on and off. And I did a little crocheted loop on the edge here for the button so that she can wear the button. It's just acrylic yarn that I've used for the dress. That way it's, can take it off and it's washable. And the yarn that I used for this Tabitha Cat, for the bunny, oops, and for part of Elsa, was a yarn that I originally had gotten from Knit Crate, and it's a merino blend yarn, but it is really nice and soft, and I thought that that's perfect colour for the little fairy friends that I've been creating. So that's what I've been working on. Also, that's what I was going to say about Mary Jane's Tea Room. I'm doing another pattern of hers, but that comes under the WIP section. Making Candy Bear. So it'll be a stuffed toy like this, but it'll be a knitted bear instead. And that one is very cute. I'll show you that in a moment. I did a little swatch just to see for the gauge. And I turned the swatch into a little bag for the kitty. And inside the bag, see if I can take it out. Inside the bag is Mickey Mouse. Oh, my husband thinks I'm a bit, but that's okay because I love making little things, and it's so satisfying when you finish a little project and it's quick and easy, and well, not so much easy. It's a little bit, you know, like there was a bit of concentration here, had to do count and for the numbers and things like that. But it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So that's Tabitha Cat and Zoe Bunny and the Frozen themed Topsy Turvy doll. Now, moving on to WIPs. I'll just grab the WIP that I have over here. Now, moving on to WIPs. What I'm making is the Mary Jane's Tea Room Candy Bear, and again this is a paid for pattern, and I don't know if I mentioned it correctly earlier. I'll show you the picture first. It is absolutely adorable. Mary Jane's Tea Room, and that's Candy Bear, and the pattern comes with the dungarees or the shorts with the little pinafore style top, the t-shirt that it's wearing, or the short sleeve sweater, whatever you want to call it, jumper, and the little shoes, the little Mary Jane shoes, and also the pattern for the bear. And it is, like I said, a paid for pattern. I purchased it through Ravelry, but not everyone uses Ravelry, but you can access Mary Jane's Tea Room. You can access her patterns through her website, through Etsy, and of course on Ravelry. I'll put all the links in the description box below, so that way in case you are interested to make any of these beautiful toys, they're absolutely gorgeous. Now I'll show you the progress that I've made on the bear so far. Now I've made the head, and I've just got stitch markers on there for the moment, where the eyes will go and the center of the head. And that's the back. So it'll be joined on the body like that. Okay. I've got one leg finished. I'm doing it in out of sorts. You're supposed to start with the legs, then you move on to the body, and then you move on to the head. But I just pick any part of it and just off I go. So that's one leg. I love these little stitch markers. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's one leg done. And you can see here, I'm using DPNs, which is a first, well, sort of a first for me. I've never really used DPNs. I always use the type of knitting needles that has a cord in the middle, and I use magic loop. But this pattern and even the Tabitha Cat pattern recommended DPNs to be used. Or was it? No, Tabitha Cat was in pieces, sorry, knitted flat, and then you stitch it up. But some of the pieces I joined it in the round and knitted it that way because I just found it easier to knit in the round. But yeah, this is the second foot that I've got on here. It's not stuffed yet. But this is the yarn that I got from Knit Crate. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit, little bit out of... It's sort of a very pale grey colour, but it has a slight tinge of a silvery purple hint, just a hint of it. And it is Yarn Fairy and the Pixies. I think that's what it's called. But it was a Knit Crate yarn from 2018, maybe 2019. Yeah, I don't get Knit Crate every month, but occasionally when I see that they have something that I like, that's when I continue. I usually put my subscription on hold, and then I'll continue and purchase whatever for that month if I feel that the colorways are the ones I like. So that's that one there. And last but not least, I'll give you an update on the Willow blanket that I'm making. And it's moving along slowly but surely, but I've made a stack of the squares for the Willow blanket. And I've got, as you can see, I've got another one here in progress. And the hook that I'm using is a 4.5mm clover hook, which is classed as a 7, I think. So that's what I'm using. And I'm not sure if I showed you this, but I did make, I just wanted to see what it would look like. This square, this square here is a bag a day square. Crystal designed this beautiful flower, and I'm going to be using this in the center of my blanket and then put all the squares all the way around. Now, because I was running out of the 3 colors, because I only had 1 ball of each of these colors, so I thought I just wanted to see what this looks like, and it came out fantastic. It's really pretty. Came out very nice. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. At the moment, I have 47 squares, and I sort of did a rough calculation. The size that I want it to, I'll need at least 64 or 65 squares. Yeah, so it'll look nice, and then I'll be joining it with white yarn, so that way the colours really stand out. So it'll be nice. And the way that I'm going to be joining it is I'll be putting the squares together, wrong sides together, and then I'll do a single crochet, because I quite like that little little bump that you get when you do a single crochet join, and the other side sits flat. It'll just add a little bit more interest to the already beautiful squares. I don't know if you can see those ones, but let's have a look. You'll probably see it better. The willow squares. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, because I have a lot more of these 2 colours, the purple and the teal, I thought around the actual outside, as the last row right round, I come up with this square. And this square here starts in the round like the other willow blanket squares, but then I've got here some cluster stitches. It's probably a bit hard to see. Just double crochet, I think I did double crochet 4 or 5 cluster together, and then I've just got double crochets all the way around, sort of almost in a cross fashion, but it sits perfectly, and it's the same amount of stitches across as the willow squares. The willow squares are approximately 24 double crochets across, and I think this works out the same. And I think that'll look nice, as this square will be the last row all the way around, and then all the willow squares all the way through. Only because, like I said, I've got a lot more of these 2 colours than what I do of the others. So that's what I'll be doing there. So I'd like to thank you again for joining me today. And I do apologise that it's been quite some time since I've been on. But, we have been... We've been well overall, a husband and I. He's fully vaccinated now, and I got my first jab just a week and a half ago. And in the middle of October, I'll be getting my second jab, then I'll be fully vaccinated. Most of the family's all either fully vaccinated or on their way to being fully vaccinated. So hopefully once things start to open up, then we can travel up to Sydney and see our grandkids and our kids and friends and family. Yeah, so anyway, just on another personal side note, I've decided to let my silver tinsel grow through, in case you've noticed. It sort of stands out a bit more now. And this morning my husband cut my hair as well. I was just, I said to him, please just chop it. So we combed it all down, put it in a ponytail, and he just cut it off. And I'll insert a picture and I'll show you how much actually was cut off. That was just a little side note. Anyway, do take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more up and coming videos. There is definitely a video that's most likely I'll record that today. I'll probably record a few videos today now that I've got this set up in here and it's nice and quiet. I would like to share some of my bucket list patterns, which I was nominated by my beautiful friend Pricilla of Distinctive Crochet. I'll put her links down the bottom. She's the creator of this Starshine pattern, which my husband named him Wilson. And yeah, so I'll put the links in the description box below, and join me soon. So do take care, and I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.